and welcome to today's Lunch and Learn. Today we're talking about the alternatives for sugar when you are kicking sugar to the curb. My name is Lee from Balancing Act Health Coaching, and welcome to today's Lunch and Learn. So when you are looking to kick sugar to the curb and reduce the amount of sugar that you're eating on a daily basis, then you might still want to sweeten things up a bit, and sugar is obviously not an option anymore. So there are some alternative sweeteners that you can use, but really you should not be relying on these in the same way that you did with sugar, because that's actually pointless, and that's defeating the purpose of going sugar free. But these alternative sweeteners, alternative sugars, can be used as a little treat. So if you're watching on the live right now, let me know where you're watching from and what city you're in, and if you're watching on the replay, let me know with a hashtag replay and what town you are watching in. I'd also like you to get my 7-day MiniKick Sugar to the Curb program. So it is available over at www.balancingAct-imu.com/freebies. I'll pop that into the comments at the end of this live because I said that really fast. But do pop along and get that 7-day program, because it's a great way to get started with reducing the amount of sugar that you are eating every day. Now let's talk about alternatives for sugar. So the first thing that you've got is your natural sugars, and these are found in your fruits. So they're not added sugar, they are naturally found in your fruits and your vegetables, and they're not considered bad for you at all. The best thing to do is to choose sugars that have a low glycemic index and low glycemic load, like strawberries and raspberries and blueberries, so that they don't affect your sugar levels, your blood sugar levels, as much as, say, a date or a banana would. The beauty with natural sugars found in your fruits and vegetables is that because of the fiber that is also part of your fruit or vegetable, it is released, the sugar is released more slowly into your bloodstream, and as a result, that means that you don't get that spike in your blood sugars, which means that you don't have insulin being pumped into your bloodstream, and then the resulting fat storage taking place. Now, another alternative is honey. And you might be thinking, but well, this must be healthy because the bees made it. But just because the bees made it doesn't make honey any less, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't make it any better for you. Just because the bees made it. Honey has exactly the same effect on your blood sugars as normal regular sugar would do. So when it comes to choosing your honey, make sure that you're looking for organic, raw honey that hasn't been through a big process. The bottled kind that you find in your local supermarket is probably not the best option. But if you can find honey from a local farmer, then use that in moderation. Be sensible. You don't need a lot of that. Let me know in the comments whether you use honey as an alternative sweetener. Now, the third alternative to sugar is stevia. And this is probably one of the best alternatives to sugar. Some people refer to it as an artificial sweetener, but it is it's made from a plant, so it is completely natural. The sweetness is extracted from the stevia, from the leaves of the stevia bush, and stevia grows primarily in South America. The leaves are primarily the sweet part, and it's a great way to sweeten your drinks and your foods that you are eating. It can come in liquid form and it can also come granulated. And the only side effect with stevia is that it can cause you to have a sore tummy if you eat too much of it. Let me know in the comments if you like using stevia. And then the last alternative to sugar is probably my favorite. It's xylitol, because it has very little effect on your blood sugars, and that is exactly what you're looking for. You don't want your blood sugars to be affected, because when your blood sugars go up, then insulin is released, and when insulin is released, then blood sugar is removed from your bloodstream, and if it's not used for energy, then it is converted to fat, and that is what you are trying to avoid. So for me, xylitol is really the best of the alternatives to sugar because of this. And it comes in a granule form, just like sugar. It tastes pretty much the same as sugar, maybe just a little less sweet. So of the four alternatives to sugar, this and not counting the fruits obviously, but out of the honey and the stevia and the xylitol would be my favorite. So let me know in the comments below what alternative sweeteners you use, and these are the natural sweeteners, not artificial sweeteners. We're not speaking about those today. And if you would like to get my free mini program, the 7 days kick sugar to the curb, then pop over to www.balancingact-imu.com/freebies and sign up for your program. Thanks for stopping by for today's Lunch and Learn. My name is Lee from Balancing Act Health Coaching, and I will see you again on Friday, where we will be talking about artificial sweeteners. I will see you then.